Who is this? Frog's Master. Wait a minute, what was that guy named again? Frog's Master. Is this actually the one and only and true Frog's Master? It is I, Frog's Master.
Why hello everyone, this is Frog's Master. That's not one Gemmy item. That's 3 Gemmy items. Don't believe me? Let me explain. First, okay, he's got a red shirt. Basic red shirt. Look, he even has a red bandana. It's a more weird looking bandana, but it's still a bandana. So, okay, he's got some red clothing. Well, what about this? What's that up there? Okay, it's kind of weird. That looks like red and white clothing. Now, you're probably thinking this is pointless, right? Well, I would think so too, but look, the material on the red and white is not exactly the same material that the shirt is. I can definitely tell by how it feels. I mean, it's got to be different. It seems like it should be. Or maybe it's an illusion. Well, I'll tell you what's not an illusion. That makes it look Christmassy. It also makes him look like Waldo, but Waldo isn't a Gemmy item, okay? You see, because of this, it makes him a Christmas Frogs. Now, what Christmas Frogs would he be? Well, I think you know which one. I have it. Yep, jolly old Saint Nick. Well, that's one thing right there. But I said he was 3 Gemmy items, not 2. You know that he's, of course, the Because I've Got High Frogs. And now we know that he's also jolly old St. Nicholas Frogs, which they actually both move the same way and have the same body and face, mostly. That's interesting, isn't it? A coincidence? I think not. So what else is there? You got Because I Got High, and you got jolly old St. Nick. There's no way there could be another Gemmy item that this is. It's only 2 things, and that's the end of it. Except there's something so obvious that anybody should be able to spot. And it's something I've already showed. Bandana. I know this top part right here, it looks very different compared to a lot of other bandanas that we've seen on Gemmy items. But look at the end. Doesn't that look familiar? It should. Because it's actually, it's from a Gemmy item that's not a Frogs. Although it is hip-hop. I think you know what it is. That's right. Tootsie Roll Chick. Fluffy Bee. The hip-hop chicken. Yeah. That is the other thing that this thing is. Isn't that crazy? Wow. And they both had to relate to his clothing. And those are the only things that I brought up. You guys probably thought it would be something with the mechanics or his face or maybe something to do with this bracelet of his or his beard. No. It was all with the clothing. And just the red clothing. I say that because I guess the bracelet can count. That's blue. I mean, the bracelet is clothing. Right? Maybe not. But you know now the 3 Gemmy items that he is. The obvious one. And the 2 that might seem not that obvious, but actually, when you really think about it, are pretty obvious. Well, you guys learned a lot today, but I learned the most. Because not only did I learn 2 other items that this thing is, but I also got more of a connection with this. Physically, emotionally, strategically, professionally, psychologically, catastrophically, and amazingly. All the most important things you could ever think of for a thing that you are with in many different ways. Yep. Peace.